she got every, you pick up the phone, you say, I think it was Margaret and I can't remember that. She said, I need a long distance line. So she said, and we got to start talking to Coach Stillman back there, and he'd say, I'd call Marge or Margaret, whoever she was. She said, are we calling Steve again tonight? I said, yeah, we are. Because he didn't commit until I believe June. You know, and then, so, but they did a great job of recruiting a lot of great players. Coach Parker and his staff, I mean, foolish to not to think that they're not responsible for a lot of good things that happened in the early 70s, late 70s. And then Coach Bell did a tremendous job of coaching them and getting them ready to play, and recruited pretty good there for 2 years. And I'd like to think that once we got established that we did a pretty decent job and helped Clemson get a little better. And then I'd like to think now that they're back getting to that where Clemson's supposed to be. You know, and 3 10-win seasons in a row is they're getting to be a little bit better than they ought to be getting. You know, they're getting close to being better than we were. You know, I mean, they one more 10 than they will want it to them. So
you had your last 4. You had your last 4.
Did we? Well, they can win 9 next year then.
This is all the beating path, but in all seriousness, what's your reaction to what's happened in the interstate rivalry the last 5 years?
Oh, Lordy mercy. Well, certainly we don't like it. I don't think anybody likes it. But there's nothing you can do about it. They used to, you know, there again in our day, there was a bank here in Anderson that put the winner's logo on top of their bank for the whole year. And if you ever went to Anderson, you would see that if Clemson won, you'd have a Tiger win thing up there, and if the Chickens won, you'd have a Gamecock whirling around. So, and you have to remember for 365 days, and you have to do that nowadays too. Of course, the bowl game, you know, can get your mind off of it a little bit, but when you go and raise money and go to IPTAY meetings, you know, that's still important to talk about that people want to know. So they need to turn it around, but they can't do anything about it today. They only have one day a year to do something about it. It's tough. We lost to them several times. And probably one of the worst times that we got beat was down there. I mean, just physically whipped us, you know. I still remember it to this day, and it's nothing to, and our people remember it when we were coaching, you know. So it's nothing to be happy about at all when you get beat by them, just like Auburn, Alabama, you know.